proud moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world. And he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested. And President Bouakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I would praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political norms. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Bouakai,
everything is free of charge. That assembly you saw was an assembly of Liberian people who in past time were misled. They were lied to. Their ideas, their rationality were gang raped. He does best. He does it all of the time. It's from bread that has no cue. This man wants to dedicate things that make no sense. If you want to dedicate break ground, invest money, time, and resources, stop being corrupt, then you will dedicate projects. But such a time, such a condition, Mr. Joe Bouakai is extremely less busy. He has nothing to do, nothing to offer. So he goes around wasting money, looking for tasks that got no relevance to his day-to-day function. So that was what you saw. So that could not take my attention. You know, it's like door and main. The day main boy door, they're not news. But door body main are not news because door always body main. So when human be boy door, it's who the other human be that body door? Let me go see him. That is what got news in the newsroom. But door boy human be is clear. So that is it. Joseph Bouakai, he went and dedicated a continuum for police to go in. A continuum, a corrosive continuum. It was dedicated, painted with blue and red, and you saw the entire government. You see, there's a guy that called Gregory Como, you know, guy who can make rapists to go free, scot-free. He's right there. You see his other executives and members from the executive branch of government. Some legislative members are there. Very less busy on a Monday. Joe Bouakai. You could even send, you know, a low-level director to go there. Even the police director could have just gone there. Or even some operation person from the police sector or the security sector. But Joe Bouakai left serious work during the day. He go over there. So if Joe Bouakai can dedicate this type of structure, look at it. It's been only less than 2 weeks. It was damaged. What else can Bouakai not do? What else, Prince? So should I waste my time on Bouakai and doing what he does best to make fun and to be less busy, to misplace his priority? That is what he does best. He does it all of the time. So Joe Bouakai got nothing to do, nothing to offer. So he says and eat and use a card, 100,000 debit card, shopping, and then go and dedicate funding foolish and he less projects. So for me, it's not strange, Mr. Prince Sharif. It's not strange.
Wow. You know, fellow Liberians, this is sad. This is sad to have a president who came on the mantra of rescue, and we have reached to the place where his priority is completely, you know, misplaced. But again, Honorable Dobayu, during the weekend, we saw something very spectacular that have never happened in the history of Liberia since the formation of that country. This was not just, one would say, maybe the normal political gathering. So, okay, let's call our people. But this was the groundbreaking ceremony of a headquarters of a political institution. Usually, people will just call a few people, even when the executive mansion was being dedicated. Just a few people came there. Now everybody came. But what about this particular dedication? What is the message that the people are sending? We saw the number that, in fact, that is one of the huge gathering ever in the history of the Republic. Convention.
And shame, they play their games, but we remain.
The CDC USA,
But they don't know.
will be having a national convention in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania,
We're not in
from June the 24th to the 28th.
the hustle.
It is the time that every reaction lover
We're
of
standing
President Weah agenda for a people like Liberia will be gathering right in Pennsylvania.
Let's go make them shame in unity.
It is from the 24th to the 28th. The CDC USA convention. You can't afford to miss this. Nation, get ready and save the day. The CDC USA National Convention 2026 will be in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania from June the 24th to the 28th of this particular year. This convention will bring together Seditians, Weahians, will bring together lovers of President Weah agenda for a better Liberia, patriotic Liberia. At this convention also there will be our own national election, Liberian Diaspora Engagement Forum, Diaspora Fundraising, and a dinner war. It's going to be a wonderful time, man. We can't afford to miss it.
We beat the drum, a new beginning has begun. Let's go break our ground, let's go make them shake.
Welcome to the Redemption Hour.
Bring the mighty CDC.
Redemption Hour comes on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. The Redemption Hour is where we discuss the issue of government and governance.
But truth and time will set us free.
The Redemption Hour is where we get for the liberation of our people.
Mighty CDC.
The Redemption Hour is where we expose the hidden things that are done against the people by their government.
We are supreme, the mighty CDC.
And the Redemption Hour is where we don't compromise the truth. On the Redemption Hour, join us.
All day long,
We have Pastor Success Baby Dennis,
we beat the drum.
Popo, Ray, Wilmot Detroit, the Honorable Randolph Dobayu, Abu Bakar Ba, and just name it. We can afford to miss the Redemption Hour. Every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday.
Make them shake. See, there's power found. We are supreme, the mighty CDC. But truth and time will set us free. Laugh if you want, but wait and see. The mighty CDC is destined.
right. Okay, fellow Liberians, home and abroad. It's a privilege again for us to be on here. And we want to use this time to extend our thanks and appreciation to all of you who continue to remain very supportive to what we do. We want to appreciate all of you. And as usual, we ask that you kindly hit for us the share button. We want to welcome all of you. In a special way, I want to welcome my own, I call her my lovely girl. Yeah. You know, you people don't know, but I will take a time to explain one day. But I want to welcome my love. Mamaka A. Sanon. How are you? Mamaka, you are welcome. So the best way to get to me is to get to Mamaka. Once you get to Mamaka, it means you get to me. Oh yeah. Mamaka is my strength, she's my weakness, and she's my everything. I love you so much. That's Mamaka right there. So I want to say you are welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Uh let me yeah. So I want to welcome all of you. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to welcome my own lovely sister, Nina Kuya. How are you, Mama? I want to say you are highly welcome, Nina. I appreciate your presence here. It's a privilege for us to have you here, Nina. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so very kindly. Amara Jala Kamara, how are you? I want to appreciate you. Thank you so much following us there. Uh, we want to say thank you so much. We appreciate you from Brussels. We appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. I want to welcome my own brother and ambassador, Venetius Junior Bar. How are you, my brother? I want to say you are highly welcome. Appreciate your presence here. It's always a privilege for us to have you here. Thank you so much. I want to appreciate you. Again, let me just urge each and every one of you to do us a favor. And that favor that we want you to do us is to kindly hit for us the share button. Share with your friends, share with family members, share with as many persons as you can share with, as we all get ready to have a very great and very, very wonderful time. Today, we're going to have discuss about great things, sad things, wonderful things, and everything. You're going to have the interspice of everything. Yeah, yeah. So again, I want to appeal to you. Kindly hit for us the share button. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Let's talk. Let's bring you this video, and then after this video, we will be able to begin the process of discussing. So let's bring you this video, courtesy of uh, the uh, Honorable Daniel Gayu. I want to say, sir, uh, we also want to recognize your presence, and we want to say thanks for joining us. So let's bring something here. Let's bring something here. I'm sorry. So we're going to bring you this right here while we get ready. We are sharing at the back. So while we are sharing, we urge you to also do the same. Let's bring you some of the achievement of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah in some sectors before we can begin. So kindly do us a favor, hit for us the share button. Let's get started. Let's get ready. And we're going to have a wonderful time.
My fellow Liberians, I'm Adumin Daniel C. Gayu Jr., Deputy Information Minister of the Republic of Liberia. Today, let's take a look at what His Excellency President Weah has done through the Liberia Electricity Corporation. Before President Weah's inauguration, Liberia was largely a dark country with only 35,000 households having access to electricity. With the exception of few households in Grand Jide, Maryland, and Nima counties that were connected to
Kindly hit for
CLSC
us the share
lines,
button, please.
fewer residents in Monrovia receive irregular supply of electricity at one of the highest costs in West Africa. The woes of the power sector were compounded by a major donor apathy caused by the unaccountability of about $6 million United States dollars of the Norwegian donor fund. An overdue debt of 8.2 million United States dollars that was not paid by the previous administration stressed the cash flow of LEC and impeded its commercial activities already plagued by uncontrolled power theft. With the scant supply of expensive electricity to minute parts of 3 counties, The dark Liberia, with majority of its blackout cities, towns, and villages, was handed to His Excellency President George Weah for illumination. President Weah has increased the supply of electricity to 220,000 households from 35,000 households in 2018. Cities, suburbs, and towns in 9 counties, Montserrado, Margibi, Grand Cape Mount, Bombing, Bong, Maryland, River G, Grand Jita, and Nima counties have received electricity for the first time since our Civil War. President Weah has increased LEC generation capacity from 88 megawatts in 2018 to 113 megawatts in 2023. He made it possible through the power purchasing agreement for the supply of 25 megawatts through the CLSG interconnecting lines. President Weah has also successfully transformed the Bushra power plant from use of diesel to heavy fuel oil and increased its generation capacity from 35 megawatts to 38 megawatts. President Weah has restored donors' confidence in the energy sector once more. He has, over the past 5 years, attracted hundreds of millions of dollars in support of major LEC projects under his administration. Among the projects is the $96 million United States ongoing RESPACT project to procure and install 20 megawatt solar power plant. This project will also add 2 turbines to the existing McCoffey hydro plant to boost its generation capacity to 128 megawatts. On behalf of the Liberian people, President Weah has also formed a partnership with World Bank and West Africa Power Pool to conduct a feasibility study for the construction of a 150 megawatt hydropower plant on the St. Paul River. The study is near completion. When the St. Paul River hydropower project is constructed, it will have a generation capacity of 2 times more than the McCoffey hydro currently generates. Upon the urgings of President Weah, the World Bank has already pledged $300 million United States dollars toward the construction of the St. Paul hydropower plant. In a few years from now, the entire Liberia will receive stable and affordable electricity when President Weah completes the RESPAC 20 megawatt solar project, the 15 megawatt Scatec solar project, and the 150 megawatt St. Paul hydro plant. Upon completion of these projects, LEC will generate about 300 megawatts. In President Weah's Liberia, 1.1 million persons have access to affordable electricity because he reduced the tariff on electricity from 35 cents per kilowatt to between 15 and 22 cents per kilowatt based on your customer type. President Weah has catalyzed the access to affordable electricity by signing into law an act criminalizing power theft. His anti-power theft campaign has saved LEC from over $30 million United States loss per year and booked about 28,000 corporates. As a result of the anti-power theft campaign, over 15,000 new prepaid meters have been installed and more than 18,000 disconnections of illegal customers have been made. President Weah has made LEC financially stable by paying the previous administration overdue debts and by paying his government debt on time. Since 2018, the government of Liberia has been built up to $37 million United States dollars, and President Weah's government has paid up to $36 million United States dollars on time. President Weah has also issued executive orders exempting LEC from paying custom duties and general services tax on petroleum products, transformers, wires, and light poles to hasten LEC expansion program. As a result of all his efforts, 15,000 transformers have been added to LEC's network, while 2,199 kilometers of medium voltage lines have been installed. What a capable leader we have. Thank you, President Weah.
Okay, so as usual, we ask that you do us a favor. I'm sorry, we ask that you do us a favor, and let's bring this,
My fellow Liberians, I'm Anthony Daniel C. Gay Jr.
Gibby County along
Let's
the
bring this.
Rattlesfield Highway.
Okay, so
Yeah.
hit for
The
us the share
WIA-led
button.
government has
Let's get
prioritized
ready.
infrastructure development
Let's
as
get
one of
ready.
its
Hit for us the
utmost
share button.
deliverables to the Liberian
We are
people.
also sharing. That's what we
Key
are
among
doing.
such infrastructures is
Please
affordable
help us.
housing that is intended to lift people out of poverty. As the Liberia Agency for Community Empowerment LACE continues to construct proper housing for impoverished community dwellers, the National Housing Authority, the NHA, has been engaging investors to erect housing for the people since the ownership of over 2,000 houses that previous governments built have been transferred to the inhabitants.
For the National Housing Authority, previously it has been, I think, 7 decades. Since its inception, they built only 2,180 houses, all of the estates combined together. So President Weah sent me here in June of 2019. And in 2019, in 6 months from June to December, we had signed into contract 96,000 houses.
The commitment of 96,000 houses is at the value 996 million US dollars. That's a pretty good number.
The WIA government has signed into contract 96,000 houses. The first 1,000 of the 96,000 houses is being constructed right now.
The company, Millennium Construction Incorporated, is constructing 100 of the 1,000 houses in the John Coat town in Magibi County along the Ravensfield Highway, while another 100 is being erected at Ben Town in Marshall. And these are middle-income housing projects underway.
We're building middle-income housing. Reason being is that for you to build free housing, you must have money. And we don't have money, but at the same time, too, Liberia by
Kindly hit for us the share button.
2030,
Let's get
Liberia
ready
is
to do
supposed
this
to build
together.
512,000 houses at a build rate of 39,000 houses per year. So we are in 2020. So obviously, how do we do that? We have to find land for the investors, and then the investors bring the money.
Okay.
So it's a
All
joint
right.
venture.
So my people,
Now, this is the side when we have a policy that if the investors sign with us, they must pay us 10%.
okay.
We give them the land, but the land goes to the buyer of the home, not the investor. So it works for us. The only downside to it is that some of the money or most of the money will go to the investor. Whereas if you go to a place like China, you go to Burkina Faso, and this is the same way our model is supposed to be. They have the public corporations diversify their profit into, extending services to the citizens. How do you do that? When before the war, we had housing bank. So money went into housing bank. Like quite recently, NHA teamed up with NASCO. And NASCO was able to put in $1 million and, the bill somehow.
Okay, so fellow Liberians, home and abroad, it's a privilege again for us to be on here. And we are grateful to be joined by our wonderful people. It's a privilege for us to be joined by our brother Leo. Brother Leo, how are you, sir? I'm sorry, unmute yourself, please. We're not getting you. Can you? Okay, yeah. Just yeah, sure. All right, so our brother Leo, he's going to be joining us. Sometimes technology has a way of doing what it is doing. So just bear with us. We're going to be good. Just bear with us. Just bear with us. We are going to be good. We're going to be good. We're going to be very, very good. So just bear with us while we get everything set here and bring you what we are supposed to bring you. Yeah. Sometimes, the high looking less sometimes. Sometimes you get too many things going on all at once. You got to ensure that you do what you're supposed to do. But don't worry, we are okay. We are here and we are trying our best. So we are going to be bringing you a lot. Our first story today, fellow Liberians, we have to do with a very sad news. Very, very sad news. The Liberian people spent thousands of dollars to ensure that our roads are built, that we as a people can have access to, good roads and etc. But it is unfortunate that under this government, the worst things are happening. And I want to say courtesy to our brother Roko, who did this for us. I want to say courtesy to him. He did an exceptional work, which we are going to be highlighting here. But again, let me just use this time to welcome our brother, Jake. Jake, how are you, sir?
Salute, respect. Thank you, brother. And to Choko, salute. And to the follower, always salute to the followers. Respect to them. Yeah, I'm okay.
All right. Thank you so much. So how's your, let me hear from you, how's your area down there? I mean, as far as atmosphere is concerned.
We say, we're coming down a little bit now, the corner like before.
Yeah.
We're in February now, so almost going to end next week, something like that. So the cool slowing down now. We're coming in March and April. We'll start seeing some dollars soon and thing here, but the only thing that's stopping, the only thing that everybody still worry on here that the war that going on in Russia and Ukraine, we cannot see or end to it. Almost 4 years now. Nobody really winning the war. Russia, I'll be honest here. Russia's a superpower, as people say, but what we have seen now the superpower people think they are. Yeah, during those days, people will be comparing America and Russia, superpower. But I will be honest here, the greatest military in the world is America. Yeah, I'll be honest to you, Prince. When we're coming, Russian, we're talking about the great super whatsoever, Russia and America. I wish for it, but when they go to war part, they will crumble. They're making that take Ukraine. I'll be honest here, the war part, Ukraine is just on one country. But America is the greatest power on earth. You like it or not. Yes, I live in the Western world, I live in Europe here. But talking about military capability, forget it. Forget it. Russia can match it. Me say, what threatening Europe? What Putin play on Euro here? Let me tell you something. Because they got they got the highest nuclear weapon. They got the highest nuclear weapon in the world. But when all the Europe, when they can come together, they will get some agreement in NATO. If be a town NATO country, ready, all will come against you. So, but Putin know that one. All that bluffing, for me, it's not bluff, it's a mere bluff. If the Europeans want to post start to the war, long time they are post start to the war, but they're making money out of this war. It's a multi-billion dollar money. So they have stake, the higher players, all these guys involved into this war. 4 years now. So everything's skyrocketing in the country. The supply, Ukraine, Ukraine, I think you remember, Ukraine is a breadbasket for Europe. There's a breadbasket for Europe. Reality, they win all these things. So yeah, there was a breadbasket for Europe, but they demolished Ukraine because nobody why Ukraine still stealing? Because the international community is spending billions of dollars. Totally, they are spending almost $500 billion on Ukraine now concerning the war. Imagine, $500 billion say 4 years. America and the European Union. So where are the money going to?
Anyways,
reality. Get people
thank you,
players playing the game.
thank you,
But
thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So I want to say thanks to our brother Chokon, who did a very, very great work, and we want to begin our today's discussion with the work that he did. A very great work. It is sad, but again, it is good that people in the diaspora get to know what is happening in Liberia. And I'm going to play this video clip, and this will be our first discussion. This is sad, but it is the reality. And let's play this.
This is Center Street. The guys are building real concrete wall on a footer to prevent citizens from seeing this center and UN draft. Seeing it? If it is not incompetent, then you tell me why it is. What kind of disgrace is this? You build concrete wall on a footer to prevent citizens just because the dike has overwhelmed the city government. What kind of shameful thing is this? What is this? The dike has overwhelmed the entire place. And all the city government doing now is building concrete wall to prevent citizens from seeing the dike. This is shameful. Where is John Mayor John Siafa seeing it? Directly on the car road here. See, that is a sub saying that this is center and UN draft. The governor resorted to cover or blocking the entire Central Street area, using the entire place as a death site because of the high level of incompetence. This is shameful. Seeing it? This is shameful. I'm ashamed to be a Liberia. What kind of embarrassment is this? So you don't able to see the depth when you got to block the entire place?
When you keep your brakes slammed entering a pothole, you
This
lock.
is center and UN draft.
Well, fellow Liberians, again, I want to say welcome to all of you. As usual, we ask that you do us a favor. And that favor that I want you to do for us is to hit for us the share button. My brother Chokon,
Oh, but Sherry, I'm not getting you people. I don't know what's the issue. I know I
hello?
need to get
You,
out and come out in.
we are getting you. You okay? You ain't getting us? We are getting you. You are good. You are good. You are good. Hello? You getting us? Okay, so while he is
Then he come back in. Then we probably
yeah,
will get
well,
you
you can
good.
go and come back. You can go and come back. So
Go
I
and
will
come
start
back
from you.
here.
Yeah, I will start from you, my brother Jake.
No, you
So
elaborate on this more. You
okay.
talking about the MCC?
So let me okay.
You talking about the MCC? That is Maria City Corporation?
Yeah, I think he's here. Okay, Choko, you getting us now? Are you getting us now? Choko, you getting us now? Are you hearing me?
No, he mute. He will come back. He will come back.
Hello, Choko? Hello, Choko, you getting me now? You hearing me? Choko? Okay, Choko, I don't know if you are getting me or not, but are you hearing me? Just unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. All right, so we begin. I think he will join. He will join us. He having some technical problem from his end, but I'm very sure that he will soon join us. Our brother Leo too will be with us very soon. He will be with us. So I don't know how many of you know Monrovia very well. I know some of you been away for a while, but you can still picture this particular area. I'm going to mute the sound and I will play it here and I will give you the description. All of you know Center Street, right? Center Street. When you're coming from Center Street, right? You're coming from Center Street. Here is Center Street. Let me see.
Seriously, just because it's dry,
Let me just bring this to
this
you.
is
I
Central
want you
Street.
to look at this.
The guys are building real concrete
Look at
wall on a
this.
footpath to prevent citizens from seeing this center and UN drive.
Just look at this.
Seeing it? If it is
Now,
not incompetent, then you
for those of you who know the area, Center Street coming like this, and UN Drive crossing like this. We're all the way up there, Mamba Point, you know, area. Hello? Chokon?
Leave people alone.
tell me why it is.
So, Center and UN Drive, right? That Center Street there was where they used to have how you call or the graveyard, Center Street graveyard. That place used to be a whole road. There's a whole road going down there. From that particular road, you can go all the way up. Up Broad Street. You can go all the way up Broad Street. I am very sure that my brother Jake will know that particular road. From there you can go all the way up. Right near that place is where they have the Ministry of Public Works. They have public works down there when you come in on the other side there. From the back way, it is the back of public works. They have public works there. That place used to be a very lively area, but the government blocked the graveside. They had a big fence erected there. They had a graveside down there, Center Street graveside. Put a fence there to be able to block it. And this is the road. You can see the road, right? You're seeing this road. Are you seeing the road? Look at the road here. See the road? Very paved, solid road. Now, the government of Joseph Numa Boyka have again displayed how incompetent it is. They are not able to build, but they are able to destroy. Hello, Chokon, are you getting us now? Unmute yourself. Government is proving that they are not able to build, but they are very good at destroying. That road that has been down there since Rock of Ages, the government is brave enough. Joseph Numa Boyka is brave enough. Only because they cannot put regulation in place to ensure that the dirt that they're having in that particular area, that the dirt is managed and that the dirt is removed and that the dirt is always attacked by the Ministry of Public Works. Guess what happened, my people? These guys were brave enough. When I mean brave, I mean very brave enough to block the road that Liberians pay huge money for to build. That people spend plenty of money for to build that road. They blocked the road. Chokon went there and did this particular video that you are looking at. And we are glad that he is here to talk about this particular, scenario, this horrifying video that you are looking at. Road that was built long before Joseph Numa Boyka even think about becoming vice president. Now you see that they blocked the road only because they cannot manage the dirt. These were people who said that vote president, we are out because dirt is overtaking the city. Vote president, we are out because the Lord Mayor Jefferson Tamakoji, the man, he wearing clothes or he wearing trousers and dirt on the street. When we come there, we'll be able to, make sure that no dirt will be in Morovia. In fact, Liberia will be clean of dirt. But today, fellow Liberians, look at what you are looking at. They are blocking the road. My brother Chokon, welcome. Leo, welcome again. Welcome, Leo.
Yeah, God, are you getting me now?
Yeah, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we are getting all of you loud and clear. Yeah,
Okay.
Chokon, we are getting you.
Thank you. I've been finding it very difficult. I don't have an earpiece moving, so I'm currently at a strategic point. So I'll just
So
make
you
my
just got to put the phone close to you because the sound, we are not getting you. Are very low.
So you getting me now?
Okay, fine. That's good. You are okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
are okay.
like I said, I'm currently at a strategic point, and so I'll find it difficult. But again, let me say good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on location. Hi to all of you. Hi to our followers. Thank you for sharing. Honorable Sherry, Jake, Leo, Detroit, all of you. Thanks for everything you do for our country. And so I want to say thanks to the team and thanks to our followers. Thank you so much.
My brother, you did a very fine work by recording and showing Liberians home and abroad what is happening in Liberia. Can you tell us that particular recording? Can you give us a detail of that recording that you did?
So I want to say thank you. I started that work on let's say I think it was on a Sunday. I think it was Sunday, right? Yesterday. No, it was day before yesterday on a Saturday. So I went there. I was passing at the intersection of UN Drive and Center Street intersection, and I saw the heavy construction being carried out. Where I saw a lot of construction bricks being piled up there. And so I was like wondering what's the essence of these bricks being piled up to that place. And so after a few hours when I went by, I saw the guy doing the construction, building the blocking the road, because that is a main road where cars are also be having access, right? So when I saw the guy doing the construction, I was like, wow, what's the issue? So I went there and I did my own investigation and I asked the guys and they said that the Moravia City government said many a time people can go there and video record the quantity of dike that is being packed, at the Center Street graveyard. So in their mind, it is sending a bad message to the government. So they want to deny Liberians or having access to the quantity of dike that is being piled up there. And, so I said, come on. But I thought the people should be cleaning the place and clean the dike from here. Why would they be denying people access to the road? There's a main road that cars ought to be using. So why would they want to block the place? Say, oh my man, now why the government decided to do? I said, okay, no problem. So when I did my investigation, got the facts, and I did the first one I did it at night. I did it on a Saturday night. I went live, and I went live and I recorded because normally these surrogates of the government, normally when we do these documentaries and we post them, they will have all kind of justification to get. In fact, our old video, in fact, we take it from different country. We just want to spoil the country and need this, that. So due to this messy attitude of the rescue surrogates, I went live on my page. If you go on my page, you'll see there's a video there I did before this one, wherein I went live that night. I went live and I recorded the entire place going live on my page. So somebody can say it's a pre-recorded or I downloaded it from Pluto or Utopia. So I recorded it and I published it on my page. The next day I went there in broad daylight. I went with my back and I recorded the entire place as you are seeing. So the video you are seeing there, we guys are giving up. The diet has overwhelmed the entire team. The debt has overwhelmed the Moravia City government. They can no longer clean the debt now. They are now resorted to hiding the truth, which is extremely difficult to hide because people are getting sick. The Moravia City government can no longer clean the diet that is packed at Center Street. All of the graveyards, the grave are being occupied with dikes. And, it is sad. It is sad. I even did another video where I entered the dike itself and I rolled my back and I recorded the entire day. I mean, it is sad, but that's the country that we have, chief. That is the information. The government are giving up and Liberians are getting sick. The entire city is sick and dirty. All the guy care about is to do propaganda and hide the truth from the Liberian people. But for us, we are here and we will expose them on a daily basis because we love the country more than any individual, more than any political party. So we will do our best to expose them. And if you go on my page, there are a lot of videos I did on there. I even went on Getty Street and there's another heavy dike there parked. The post street have been occupied with dikes. And we did this to call on our government attention so they can do better. You can't be collecting millions of dollars from people for tax, and then you are doing nothing with it, and you just getting people getting sick. The city is filthy. ain't no people are getting. I mean, it is sad, but that's the country that we have, Sheriff. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, but let me ask you some question quick. That fence is building, they're trying to block the place. You can hear me? Choco. Leo, you can hear me?
I don't think he's
Choco,
hearing
you
you.
can hear me?
I don't think he's hearing you. Can you hear me, Jake?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can hear Choco. Choco, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Choco, unmute yourself now. Because
So,
you
Leo, please go ahead. Leo, please go ahead. Leo, please take charge while I attend to something.
Let me.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Choco, man.
Okay.
Then you go into
let's
ask me a few questions because there's a damaging report, there's a damaging video, and Leo, there's a damaging video. So Leo, to me, they're trying to it's a garbage debt. They're trying to deposit garbage. It's a depot for garbage. So they're trying to hide it from the Liberian people. That when you see that face, then maybe probably from that face, they will block that road. They push and get in front of it. Then only the garbage truck. So now they will not allow people to pass through that. No car will pass through that place anymore. So for the hard sensing,
what's gonna happen. Yeah,
because you see the black, they're baiting that black. They probably they will black the road, the quota road. They will black that quota road. Maybe probably post a kind a blockade in front of it. And when garbage truck coming in the net, they go to deposit the garbage in that. They deposit the garbage down there. See, they're the same thing. If you want, these are the same guys that were making laws that today they empowered now. That the reality. You think garbage all part of the world? You think against all part of the world? Everyday things. People create garbage. People every part of the world. Garbage are one of the things that people pay money for. In the Western world, you will pay money to deposit your garbage. Bed, you will buy these beds and other things. But the greatest thing to a lot of African countries and Leo, what you can see, because they get recycling companies there that can recycle garbage and other things in here. If there's other countries like places like Rwanda and anything, they get recycling company. But our country, we don't have I don't think we have a viable recycling company to recycle all the garbage. The Shafa, me what they say MCC, but our predecessor in Jefferson Kochi, when they were in the corridor in America, he came from the states he came from the state, the people live. Why he couldn't tell his government, but then the British he can initiate the British recycling company in the country. All the laws that were caused in Georgia, they were keeping garbage all over the place. You saw videos upon video. There will be all that camera to a lot of places because the youngest mayor at that time in the African region or in the West African region were in power. And another guy that came from the trenches were in power, so they couldn't see him. So every time they have video on the garbage. Even I remember the Swedish ambassador or one of the ambassadors from the European Union were calling our country one of the deadliest countries in West Africa. Yet today now. They're hiding these things then. Choco relaying this video. Choco relaying the video to them, to the followers here. So the garbage is it's not easy for government to solve this kind of problem. It needs real awareness. Let me tell you, that's the arrest agenda and sanitation arrest agenda. Sanitation arrest agenda. So they dragged the ball. They were just lying the country in the corridor of the country that they can change Liberia overnight. The old age problem, can you change it overnight? Can you change it overnight? You cannot change it overnight. Then they bring a lot of gap. And they say for how many yellow machine? They cannot take a lot of money for that yellow machine and bring in some garbage truck and other things there. Brings in some recycling recycling company.
Jake, let me tell you what's going on. By the way, again, let me just say greetings to our listening audience by the way of social media. Good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you're watching us from. Great, Jake, good to see you. You see, Jake, these people came to power, to office on lies. They lied away through the Liberian people's heart. They won the seat. So now to govern is hard. I remember when a young Koji, the youngest and the finest mayor, city mayor, this guy Koji was working there. You found we had this green bean, this dump site, this bean.
Yeah.
Around that same Center Street. There was one or two mounted there because I visited Liberia at the time and we saw it. Koji himself would be on the street, not just helping the MCC workers, but also providing the education to our people who were around there. We saw Koji out on the street. Today, this CFR guy, you better find him in his office. And these were guys who were sitting by the way of this, sitting out in the states here and providing heavy criticism. So that's why I said you can criticize your way, you can lie your way, but to govern is hard to govern. We are seeing it in real time. And again, thanks to my brother Trokan. You saw that video where Trokan made? It's very damaging. Very damaging. But let me tell you something. I have a sister friend here in the States. She went and bidded for a contract to be one of the companies to provide her services to clean Monrovia. I'm forgetting the name of the company, but we spoke heavily before she traveled down to Liberia. She was in her spoon. When she went there, they seemed dirty politics because she was connected to people like us, or because maybe she knew one or two people. I'm talking about in this United Party government. This girl even demonstrated what she could do because she had a subcontract in Buchanan. And she exhibited, she demonstrated what her company was capable of doing. If you went to Buchanan, the part of Buchanan, I think it's somewhere in Chicago Farm or so, there's an area that this girl and her company cleaned out. Okay? So when she bidded for the contract, because of who she is, no, they didn't give her the contract. And this girl came highly recommended because her work here, she went to the School of Environmental Studies. I mean, she knew her work. Okay? She knew her work and she got partnership in Rwanda and some other African countries. You and myself should go study right now. Rwanda is one of the cleanest African countries. This girl has a partnership of her work that she does around the sub-region. Rwanda is one of the places. So I want our Liberian people to go and do the visit, the studies, the research. Rwanda is one of the cleanest African countries, as a matter of fact, in the world. One of, all right, the capital Kigali is so clean you can sit down in the people water and eat your food.
The number one in Africa.
Thank you. So this sister friend of mine that I'm speaking of, who also has a partnership with that project in Rwanda, went to Liberia. She said, "Look, this thing is not a rocket science. What we have been able to gather around the world, Liberia is a small country, it's easy to clean. But because this girl is not bowing down to the daily politics of the United Party, they didn't give her the contract. Now we see what's happening.
Yeah.
Jake, you see what's happening, and I just want to speak to what you just spoke to in 1 minute, right? You see that building where they are building there? It's another form of blockage. It's another form of imposing the government will to say, you know what, this place we're going to build there, because I bet you if you find out the people that own that building is either going to be tied to the government or one of these Lebanese people that the government is trying to do their biddings. Come on, Jake.
Yeah, but what I take notice to, even during I'll be honest here, during the CDC era under Jefferson Kochi too, it was difficult to clean the city to put our city, Monserrado County or Monrovia, whatsoever, the 17th district, whatsoever you may need, to really make it clean, no matter what. Jefferson Kochi tried, brought a lot of chores and other things, but you know what will be? Let me tell the followers here. The Monserrado today, modern Monrovia, where people we all gather now. Let me tell you, know how these guys did, these those that ruled the country before, what they were thinking at that time. At that time, our population was less. We were 1 point some more million at that time. You remember that era. We had less population. So they were thinking they built Monrovia for almost 600,000 inhabitants. They were done for 600,000 people. That kind of number of people they wanted in the capital city, in Monrovia. The leaders they had that format. But when the episode came, when the war came now, all the other places were deserted and other things and things. And people looking for greener pasture, and Monrovia said, "Unde bell will come." So a lot of people migrated to the country, they migrated to Monrovia. So today you can see how Monrovia is packed now, Monserrado County, the whole district. Today, that's why today Monserrado became the highest vote in the country. So when you, for example, you win Monserrado, if you win Monserrado in the first round of any election, you totally, and you can see other countries, you win other countries, you will be the next person to be Republic of Liberia. So because over 1.1 million Liberians, over 1.1 million Liberians live in Monserrado County, and the city was built for 600,000 inhabitants. And remember, I would say one thing to the father before maybe Prince comes inside. Probably we'll go to our next topic, but probably Prince will elaborate. You know something these wicked garden did before, the wicked leaders. Let me tell you something. They took that plane from America. You know that brought today that what made our population stay less. They brought something called family planning. Family planning for Liberian people to now, because the leaders don't believe as the population grow at that time, tension will be on the government, tension will be on our nation. So they play on the Liberian people. They play on the Liberian. The same thing happening in America today. That way, the same thing happening in America today. That why 13% American blacks, 13% that blacks in America. The Latino, even all the blacks. Imagine because they love abortion in America. They get abortion all over America. Those are in America. If they really want to say the 5 years. And the Democratic plane, and the Democrat plane, they let abortion. They scare for the black population to grow in America. Because the black population, when they grow, they will oversee. So they play on them. The same thing that happening, they trouble them, they trouble oil. If you can say remember, they will put in all our girls on pills. You can remember? Put their own pills, family planning, they injecting ourselves. I think they still doing it today. Because they never wanted the population to grow. When the population grow, tension will come in the government. So at that time, we were less population. We were 1.1 million at that time, going to 2 million. So they managed at that time with the natural resources. So today we see the crack in the country. That reality. We see a lot of politicians don't talk about it. They say Liberia is a rich nation. No. Liberia was never a rich nation. I would tell anybody. The resources at that time, right? Yeah, the resources at that time will continue us. So the leaders, they put in place for they tell us shielding them to continue Liberian people. They made us gullible at that time. They taught me. That taught me started rule the country for 27 years. He never developed the country. They never built no feeder roads. They never built these roads. They made the native people to not come into the city. So they had a plan, they had a day to that country, when they get to that particular country. Now the population grows now. The population is growing and we see the crack in the nation. Serious crack in the nation. But Leo, you know, according to the statistics for the United Nations and other places, like now, as we speak, we want among the 500 countries in West Africa. 100 countries in West Africa. 100 countries. Because we cannot feed ourselves. We cannot feed ourselves.
Yeah, so my brother Leo, let's hear from you. I'm sorry. Thank you for filling in. You know.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I was just going to provide that information again. Let me just thank our people for watching. Staying tuned to the broadcast of Under the Palava Hut. Please share and like. We're having little technical glitches here and there, but the CEO is behind the scene fixing it. Thank you all. Look, Jake, let me tell you what was happening, what was going to happen that has started happening. You see, it take a leader with a vision to create a space, right, which is what is this word, man? Development, right? Honor of George Manuel Weah. When this guy came, he had all young, vibrant men who are ready to work. You see, that's why I always go back to leadership. Whenever you want to know a leadership that's sound, look at his budget. You know what Jefferson started doing? Was to zoom. They started mapping out Monrovia. I'm just talking about Monrovia, Central Monrovia especially. They started mapping it out to zone it. What that provides is they will clean by section by section, section by section, section by section. And it started taking shape under Okoji. Okay? And then COVID started happening and shifting things around. Like I just said earlier on, Koji himself was always out on the street providing not just the cleaning, but providing the sanitation. Look, you saw that during the COVID time, you and my brother, Jake, you saw all these different beans, the waste bin that were out there. You don't see it now. Okay? You don't see it. The Baka left government took it out. But he thought he was coming to outplay or George Weah. You cannot even venture to do that. What I started saying to people as well every time I visited was, our people, Jake, let's go to our people too. Our people, you have to be clean. Government will not do everything for you, you understand? You cannot waste day to where you eat. You cannot waste day to where you sleep. You cannot waste day to where you cook. Somebody said, oh, there's nowhere to put a day. When Koji was around at the time, say the Mayor Koji, the bin were always there. It's a green or blue bin, right? I'm talking about that center street area. And then trouble can come and allude to what I'm saying here. The people will leave the bin and drop the dirt right near the bin on the ground. You understand? So why it's a government issue? It's also our people's issue. We have to find a way where our people can understand that sanitation is good for the health. You have to be clean. Eh? You cannot expect government to come in and be doing all of these things for you. Of course. No, Judge Manuel Weah, like I said, it was zoning out, they were mapping out. Because why you think the president started building different market area? To decentralize the spaces. You understand? You take the people from the center streets and all of that, those people that were just selling by the wall of the streets, put them in a place, clean that area, and then build good shops and stuff so that they can come back. That's why I tell people, I say it's not all governments continuity. People think I'm joking. But I do not believe in that vision of all governments of continuity. Joseph Parker believes that when I come, I must put my foot down on the necks of Liberians. Like you see that building that Trocon just demonstrated, that just built. It's Joseph Parker trying to tell us, say, look, now I have the bullet, but I'm going to use it. Whether you're cry wolf or not, I'm going to use it. So that's what's going on, Prince.
Yeah, thank you so much. As I look at that video, I get to realize that everything we've been saying is we've been proving by this particular government.
But I do.
But these people, Jake always say it, and sometimes jokingly, we look at these things and sometimes we laugh. These people are not builders. They do not believe in building. They do not believe in ensuring that Liberians' interests should be protected. No, that is not them. These people, as far as they are concerned, Liberians must always be at a disadvantaged end, and the few group of them must be at the privileged end of this particular discussion. If people do not understand the Unity Party, this is the best time to understand who these guys are and their real agenda. When you look at the Unity Party government under Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, it is not arguable. It's not something that we can argue. That government received enough in terms of remittance from Liberians in the diaspora, from international community, and etc.
350 million.
Thank you. Compare with what they receive, international support. I mean, all of the companies that were in Liberia. We have 68 companies in Liberia. According to the report, we just had like 3 or 4 that met international good standard. Take into consideration the development that was done under the 12 years of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Point to something new. Point to
I can
something different.
name a
Point
five
to
finger.
something strategic.
I can name
Basically,
a five
so
fingers.
like you're saying, these are things that can be named just by sleeping. But then point to people who were getting enough, who were getting sufficient, who benefit. Point to them. So, Liberians, we continue to tell you, some of you, you are refusing to listen, but we tell you, we're not give up on you. We're not give up. This government of Unity Party, I don't care who it is, I don't care who occupy that space. They have one agenda, and that agenda is keep the majority of the people in a disarray, very poor, strangulate them, suppress them, and at the end of the day, let's enrich ourselves and our children, because we believe that when our children are in power, when our children have money, these people who are poor, they and their children will always run to our children for money. That's the ideology right there. That is the strategy right there. So they will not empower your children. They will make your children homeless. The things that is supposed to be permanent, that is supposed to be very, very cardinal, the thing that is supposed to be of urgent attention, they will not look at it. They won't look at it. These people will boast of being some of the highest educated people we have in Liberia. They will boast, oh, we went to Harvard University, we graduated from the other university, we graduated from there. But these will be the same people that will come and can tell you the education system is messy, but they will do nothing to fix the education system. They will do nothing. They will do nothing to empower your children. They will do nothing. They will do nothing to give your children the opportunity to learn, but they will condemn your children. They will use your children as battle criers. Today, look at the University of Liberia, for example. It is the hard truth. Sometimes people don't want us to say, but we say it. I cannot boast of the engineering department of the University of Liberia facing Lantom. I mean, we're talking Lantom. I mean, a good, let's say, matching stick. We cannot boast of that. When other countries around us that yesterday used to come to Liberia to acquire education, when their other people are doing well and doing okay and they are advancing, we are still there. Today, our students are learning how to talk like people like Abraham family. They are learning how to talk like these failed politicians that have no value and no morals in society. Today, people want to pronounce words like some of the names that you know of in the political arena. These people have set bad examples. When President Weah came as a man that belongs to the people, for the people, and the agenda was a proper agenda, what did we see? We saw President Weah attacking vigorously the education system, because that's what they have used to deny you and myself. They said, we're not educated, we not get degree, we not get this. President Weah said, this nonsense must be over. Let my people get the requisite education required. And we saw at the University of Liberia, we display here how that university was being renovated under His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah, providing bus transportation for these people. But today, under this government, go there. And the last time I saw the bar pin, they were painting the place. The university have been abandoned. But these people homes are not abandoned. Their families are not abandoned. Anything that has to do with development, Unity Party and ISA, they will rather develop themselves instead of developing you and myself. Their agenda is about they, them, and themselves, and not you. Look at the roads. You know how much we spent on that road for government to go block that road? Look, this is the highest level of, I want to control myself, right? But I'm getting pains calls that I ain't want to control myself again. Look, this is the higher level of wickedness that you see. Road that we build, that we're using to be able to congest, so that traffic, can be decongested. You can take that road from how you call straight from that UN Drive area. You can take that road from UN Drive. You go on Broad Street between there. You can use that same road.
So, let me ask you 1 minute.
To Jalata.
They blocking it to deposit garbage there that nobody will get access to that place.
That's what they are doing. They are blocking it because the garbage have overwhelmed them. They cannot manage the garbage no more. The money that is intended for them to manage garbage, the people using the money, they're eating the money, my people, so they can't manage the garbage. So what they decide to do is to block that whole road.
And they try to put them in the graveyard.
Look, this is sad, right? This is
Why
sad. This is the
we burying the dead? Now he covering the dead with garbage.
my brother is unfortunate.
Then why he
But
laugh?
these
Nobody
are the
he
people
laugh.
that have
He
failed
laugh
us.
from the door. He laugh to the Samuel Doe family. He laugh to the Todman family. It made our we burying people. Then the great sack. Why you sort of say, okay, let's face the great sack. Shafar, let's face the great sack. Because I'm old. I've read now that graveyard. I've been there for decades upon years and years, even before Joseph Bagai was even born. I know. Then he covering the coming point. So it's a garbage deposit.
Sure, right in the city. You see, these are things that my brother Leo. Let me just get to you, Leo.
I like this
I
video.
want you to look at the health implication of this whole nonsense that these guys are doing.
Yeah.
I mean, in the city, as congested as that place is, look at this particular video. They are blocking the road that is supposed to make transportation to be very easy and other things. So they are blocking this place in order to pour garbage to this place. I want you to talk about the health risks and other risks as we transition to the next topic. Let's hear from you, sir.
Look, my brother Prince, you know, it's even just damaging by showing this video. I'm telling you, if the government was a sensible government, they will go around to either demolish that building, because you know what? This is sanitation hazard. What's going to happen to the people within that community when you pile this kind of garbage? There's airborne diseases that's going to come out of there. Prince, in the next 1 to 2 months, if that happens, you will find our people beginning to die from all kind of diseases because of that. You see that building? Because now they cannot control the dirt. So what they are trying to do now is to make our people say, already you don't have the healthcare system to control, to handle the sicknesses that are in the country. So what this government is saying they are doing now, they know they are incompetent, they know they cannot control it. So what they're doing, they are going to make our people sick already. You see that building is going to be used as dump piling site. Also, release season is coming. The release season is closer. Those are airborne diseases. Those die. The rain, the water will be spread into people's homes, because now you've blocked one of the alleyway down that particular place there. There's a road that, you see that, let me tell you, Prince, the United Party, they are not builders, they are destroyers. They never built anything before. Look from the onset of them ascending to the different presidency or the different offices. They don't know how to build. You just alluded to it. Under Her Excellency Ellen, all the greatest funds were given to her. What can we count? I think Jake is saying I can count on 5 hands. It's less than that, my brother. But let me tell you what's happening now. When we talk about these people are destroyer, the PSP pack is there to prove it. The invisible pack is there to prove it. Honor His Excellency Dr. George Manuel, we are a visionary. The one who has traveled extensively around the globe. One who, up to today, FIFA is begging this man, look, we want to give you full-time job. The man saying, I'm putting my country first. This man came to a small Liberia. You know what kind of insult it is? A man who has traveled. No, you name it. What country that you think Georgia has not visited? This man said, what I have seen around the world, I'm going to bring it into my country, into my own neighborhood. But first of all, let me start with empowering the youth by creating. No, you know how many children used to be cooked out in their houses when the PSP park was built? You know how many children used to come outside those days? Even till now, the children, it's like Christmas after Christmas. The children used to come outside and play. Go to the invisible park, my brother. Today, those parks are left for ruin. The only time they even carry out some kind of cleanup campaign when the president decided, I'm talking about the Excellency Dr. George Manuel, we have decided to go play some kind of game there. Before our people then started to clean the park, but look at it, you know what they call ball here? That place that was astro turf. Beautiful turf. Today that turf, that place has got ball here. The PSP park is a garbage collection site, please. Don't take it from me. Again, my brother Trogon is on the ground. First-hand proof, I'm telling you. So these people are not builders. The only thing that they are trying to do now is to pile up a center to create more sickness for our people. Because when you pile dirt in an area that's not going to go anywhere, guess what's happening? We have what we call airborne diseases. When children who are supposed to be walking around to say, oh, let's go play, as soon as they come outside, they inhale. They smell this thing. Baka has no future, so our young children will have no future. Please honor this government. Our people are dying. Go to JFK today because of these airborne diseases. You know how many children that are just in JFK, but because they don't have the $25 for treatment, the president said, "No, we're arresting. You will stay here until you pay." You are impoverishing the people. The papa is coming back to the dark days, eh? The papa is coming back to the dark days, Jake.
Thank you. My brother Jake, I want to hear from you on this, Jake. I want to hear from you on this.
Remember vividly when Jefferson Kochi was in power, trying to clean the city, they put politics in the cleaning business, the sanitation. And sanitation in the people agenda, in the arrest agenda, they wanted the cutting out in our agenda.
Sure.
That's true. They fall flat. I told you before, I told the followers here that reality, the Unity Party is ready to naked. Look at Shapa, all people that come from America used to criticize Jefferson Kochi. The garbage overwhelmed them now, as he said. Now they're creating. Nothing will happen to that road. You see the day not black. They will put a gate there. Only in the net, and a truck will come, the truck will deposit the garbage there. That's what they were trying to do. Please, let me remind you, we'll play some kind of video here from the initial stage. Not now, that later, a bit of months. I think it was last year. Some people want to record to that same era about garbage. You remember?
Sure, yeah.
You remember? You still get that video. You play that video here. The garbage was huge. They stop people from recording. For that particular terrain, that the same terrain today. The same match about there. We're part of that group. He went to a garbage sack. He was even telling the president, one of the president said, "No, Shafa not offer the job yet. Shafa lazy. We can change Shafa. You can still remember garbage all in the country." But you see, anybody from the corridor of the CDC talking about garbage? No, we don't care. That's how we want to. That's how CDC want to win power. No, that's not lies and propaganda. Garbage will always happen. I told people here, especially Monrovia. But during that time, they were pinpointing, they will bring video. So what happening today, Liberian people? We're giving in our own dose of their own medicine. So our own camera person went there too, Choko went there too, to video the same thing. Now they're doing the worst. The people were criticizing what's going on now. They cannot clean the country. They cannot clean that particular Monserrado County. 1.1 million inhabitants living there. Millions of people living there. It's not easy. It's not just clean. It's not just. But during the CDC time, they were pointing finger. Let me bring something to your attention quick before we divert to our next topic. It just coming on now. You also see on social media. You know the boy that came to Liberia called Asho Speed? Yeah?
Yeah.
So let me tell you the beginning, real left. He's a content creator. He'll create content, he'll screen, but the beginnings of heavy fanatic for football. Heavy fanatic. You know they're coming to Liberia, you know what you wanted to see? You wanted to see the world best player. He's a heavy fan for Cristiano Ronaldo. Heavy. Got a video for him. If you see that number 7, what you know always wear. All he will like in Liberia would 7, Ghana 7, that Ronaldo is up. Ronaldo is the greatest idol. Even doing the African Cup of Nations, he got a video upon video. Is that the United Party wicked? Until they did that picking people saying in Gary, they say your Labrador Jordan nothing. You say Labrador Jordan nothing. They were greatest player. They miss about the African. I will go to the African greatest player that won the Ballon d'Or country. The man came to Liberia because Jordan ruling no more. The Unity Party because the hatred of the that we you also see the interview. The reality of the reality coming now. They begin a football fanatic. Ask anybody go on a screen. They be like there over 50 million people when you screaming people watching him to showcase Liberia football, to showcase our team. He let the pass the football. No, they're passing through the PhD part that were condemning. Go to the video. What football field on that PhD part Why you sort of stop and play with people there because he loved football, that he left football. What a day, the wickedness of the people. The beautiful place for them to showcase, for them to begin to see the there. Say, yeah, we get packed here. They begin going in a car or on top the road. They begin through that too. They never stop in there. They begin even ask them in Monrovia. And then made their interview with two journalists. I also see the video. He said, but I want to see the world greatest, the African greatest player. You see the country, how the country. Pray, when I tell you here, you think that joking. Pray, I say, when I say you're going to protect the president in every form, you can every dialogue emphasize on the thing here. Pray, there is a only man standing to the Unity Party rule for 2029. If I pray come 2029, but I get serious that year concerning Liberia, that's my own political prediction. The way some pastors they can say they can see vision. Me, my wife, I see vision. I'm own political prediction. It'll be hard to come. Imagine for them to showcase that, for that to showcase that with the president, with the former president concerning football. You know, my people they can no kind of Albert can go to the country, the world best player. But they deny the Unity Party. Prince, the Unity Party will erase everything concerning the former president before they leave power. They will never acknowledge me by him or forget it. They will never acknowledge anything. Because when they acknowledge this, the people say, but you're allowed to, or now you're acknowledging the former president. So they will always be in denial. You see, the people never knew Georgia was developing the country. They knew that Georgia was developing the country. 2 years into Jota Yima Puaka, you cannot see that, you cannot see no him. They brought yellow machine, yellow machine, a news story. So we have plenty of yellow machine. Telling her yellow machine.
Thank you so much.
Yellow machine. You know, news story, but see how they celebrating yellow machine. Then they demolishing people horses all in New Jersey and other places.
Thank you. We're going down there. Thank you. Something today happened, and our brother just touch it. I'm going to play a video. I'm going to play 2 videos. I'm going to start from you, my brother Leo. This is heartbreaking. We continue to talk about police brutality. It's almost like the more we talk about it, is the more these guys they say let's step on the gas. The more we talk about it, it's like the more the guys say, look, let's do it. I don't know whether they are using these tactics to put fear in Liberians, to think that they can be able to rig election and put the police also to intimidate Liberians, or they are doing these things to just, I don't know what is going on. But let's play this first video. From information we gathered today, these guys, they went to New Georgia. And according to the information, they received a communication. Somebody is claiming, according to what I gathered today from somebody who was there, allegedly, that there is a Nigerian guy who used to be in ECOMOG when he was in Liberia. So when he went back, he, transitioned to civilian life and decided to come to Liberia to become, a businessman and also a Liberian. According to this information that I gathered, he went through the process and he became, a Liberian. He was, duly, he went into, whatever legal aspect of it. And at the end of the day, he became, a legal citizen in Liberia. A very good business guy that has this very good tie with Sir Joseph and also the regime. According to the information, last 2 weeks, while people were sitting at the New Georgia Johnson there, some guys came from the court and start serving people and say that entire strip, New Georgia going all the way, is owned by somebody. Most people thought it was joke because they have been down there for decades. Since the 80s, they've been living there. Lo and behold, today, while they were sitting, they saw sheriff from the court, police, well-armed police, going there and saying that they're going to break these people things. Some people that have been down there for years. I mean, the other lady who was shot in her stomach and her legs got broken from the police action said she has been down there since the 80s. She said for the past 40 plus years, she has been there. And there's a single day they heard from anybody that we own the property or somebody own the property. But today, someone just came and said this entire New Georgia area is for us. People who tried to resist, they were peaceful people who were protesting the action, they were handled by the police. And let me play the first clip here so that all of us can be able to see what we're talking about here before we can have our say. Let me bring it right here. This is how people were treated today by the police. I want you to look at this. Let's look at this. See how you was slapped, how you was beaten. You see that? After the man is already in the possession or they are on him, this thing is terrible. Sometimes I don't even know how to start it. But my brother Leo, let's hear from you. I'm going to bring the video of the other lady who got shot in her stomach and her legs got broken. But let's hear from you.
Prince, there's a video where Boakai, I'm talking about our Liberia's President Boakai was calling Liberians beggars, for which he had made Liberians a second-class, even third-class citizens in their own country. The Lebanese dog in Liberia is more qualified to get treatment than a regular Liberian. A Chinese dog in Liberia is more qualified to get treatment in Liberia than a Liberian. Okay? A white man's dog in Liberia is more qualified to have a better treatment than a born soil, son of the soil. Don't take my word for it. Look at this video that the brother just played. If a Lebanese man, if a white man, if a Chinese man and his dog were to be walking, you will find police will provide more security to the dog and that white man than a Liberian who will be caught even burning in his house. The videos are there. Prince, what am I saying? Mo Ali was on tape. It's on tape, ready to prove and evidence that the judges, our Supreme Court judges, our lower court judges, all of their hands are in these cookies of corruption, where people who have prominence, people who got small money, will go to them and say, you know what, I want that acres of property, I want that property. Whether they do the proper investigation on, are saying, all these judges are saying, give me a little peanuts and that land is for you. Mo Ali said that, not me. Okay? Mo Ali has accused these guys. Now let's go back to that Nigerian former ECOMOG, because it's a Nigerian guy and I follow that guy tip. That guy served our country in a long time. All they want to do just come back because he loved the people of Liberia. Okay? So the judges are there. Once you have a tie to a Koji, you have a tie to CDC. They don't want nothing good to come out of it. But you see, these are good things they are doing because they are playing in the hands of how we are setting the trap. Prince, I'm telling you, they are playing in the hands of how we are setting the trap. You know, you can set a trap in a way where a victim can just run into it. The next thing, that penalty in the unya. The next thing, that penalty in the unya. All of what they are doing, our Liberian people who are being the victims, who are being victimized. You saw that brother. What crime did he commit to encourage to get that kind of slap in your face? What crime did that brother commit or committed? You understand? That's what the police are subjected us to. When a Bwaka sitting president can call us thieves in our own country, what else? What better treatment the police will give you, Prince? You are worth nothing. You are worth nothing. I tell you, a Chinese dog or Lebanese dog will be treated more highly than a Liberian citizen. And you want me to respect this president? You want you want me to actually respect this president? The guy who has no future. The man who right now is vice president is plotting heavily to overthrow him. Jake always like to say, oh, produce your facts. The vice president right now is purporting a deadly coup against the sitting president. Okay? But this thing will outplay itself in a short time. Let me tell you. The Nimba people are not ready. They are not happy with how Joseph Boakai is treating the people of Nimba. The Nimbalians are ready to go on the rampage today, my brother. We got someone here watching. One of the brothers said who I usually speak to, I will not call him, but here watching. Okay? The Nimbalians are waiting. Let the day Jeremiah could open his teeth to them saying, oh, I want your support for this. They will be the first to start the chaos in Liberia. Newsflash, I just break it again. Okay? Let me tell you, Joseph Boakai has no future. So any of our young people who has future, he's trying to crumple upon that because you know what? We have a young, vibrant president who is in the making. A president who God has sent to that country, who is preparing to come back and liberate Liberia out of the poverty and suffering that's going on. So Joseph Boakai knows that the youth are on the side of President of His Excellency Dr. George Manuel Weah. So he's trying to crumple upon the rights of the youth, but that will not work. For any one youth that's touched, we got 30 that are around waiting to carry on massive chaos in our country. But we are telling you, hold your peace. But Prince, how long can we tell our people to hold their peace? How long can we tell our people to hold your peace while I submit to Jake, President Boakai, or him, or word to a wise is enough? Let him take that to the bank.
And brother Jake, before you come in, let me just play the video of the lady who was shot in her lower abdomen and her legs got broken. It's sad. But here is the video, my people. Here's the video. Very sad, but here is it. Be carrying on. Brother Jake, it's over to you. Let's hear from you, sir.
Yeah, before me, I like to put you on the spot and you're reaching where I can come from. When I see I come on the platform, let me remind you. When you say the men are ECOWA, former ECOMO?
Yeah, the man who claiming the area, he's a
yeah.
He said
okay, a former ECOMO. Let me tell you, French, the United Party, they can go up and down. Will always put that body also. Let me ask you, Prince, and you and Leo, quick before I get into my story. You remember the president visited Nigeria? Who he went to? He went in one region in Nigeria. I think you can name that region for me. I know some kind of oil and investment business, some kind of thing.
Yeah.
You're gonna be joking here. The United Party selling your country small. What part of the world a Nigerian man or ECOWA man we can whole area before ECOWA anything in the country, the area then was there. I know that Ezekiel, I know that he was in the all black business, something. I know the man name where the time he went to visit, where they took him on a private plane, the president. They're selling your country to Nigeria and everybody. But we're in a red man or Liberian with a lane, a bunch of land in Nigeria. No matter you are multi-millionaire, Nigeria will give it. Who dare you? Who born you to come in? When I say our country finish, you think I'm joking, eh? The hatred in Bela, these guys until they're forgetting about the country. When I tell you the country, when I tell you, your heart, you want to say you watch it go or you're part of the Quran. What did government tell you again? These are not writing on the wall. God not bringing manna from in the sky again. These days are over. You can see reality. I told you something here, the United Party vision loss. You know how the vision loss were? The United Party vision lost on Ellen Johnson Sally first. And the reality. She said, my brother, executive mansion now, she will come and pay everything. When she came to power, anytime United Party said, preach or I tired talking, I said, one day they must read the people doctrine. They don't develop. They are party of violence. They will drag that little
So welcome.
How can an actual man? It's a beating word. That man is like, he's a third player. He like doing a bit or doing something for somebody. You can see the thing. How can we own the whole community you ECOWAS man? Before ECOWAS, the community was existing before even ECOWAS put a foot in the country. How you own it? Let's check the man background. Can I follow that man route? See if he was some former general or some major in the ECOWAS. He coming from Nigeria, probably they won't do a lot of investment in that place. What are you talking here? So United Party dying for investment, dying for investors. So somebody come in Jordan, they say, oh, we can build so affordable housing unit here for your people, but give them land. That bread lane. You talk about New Georgia house spot. Pretty much you start taking all of the bus here. You think they're just not happy for nothing? You think they can put a kind of stuff on a George Weah? They can never put this stuff on a George Weah. The president is not in control. When I'm telling you the thing, you're gonna be lying. You're gonna be You don't know. So they shot the guy calling. He not calling these shots. Let me tell you the truth here. They get plain beyond, the United Party get plain beyond Boaka. Let me ask the followers here. How can the United Party say they're surrounding and say, by 2029, Boaka be 86 years old. They want 86 years old to rule the nation? The man right now, I will speak. 2026, the president addressing in Sona, he confused. People dying everywhere he go a step. Then you're talking about when it says yes or you're a joker in that country. Eh? You think, well, how can the United Party talking about Joseph Boaka? You'll be 86. Princess beyond Boaka, Leo. This is beyond Boaka. There was when the people play start coming emotion, you will say, yeah, Jay been seeing that thing a long time. Just saw the writing on the wall. It's not about Boaka, it's beyond Boaka. They will have ranking within the United Party by 2027 going to 2028. You know, they won't get another standard bearer from Lofa County. Let me tell you today, they won't find another standard bearer from the United Party from that Lofa County. Look at the amount of people that are in government. So no fear. You think they want relinquish power like that? I said the United Party love power. When I be pushing that thing to you, one day you will get to know and say, yeah, they got you seriously on point. Let me tell you something. They don't want to relinquish power to the CDC. It will be a tussle. It will be a tussle. Reality, you take this. You take it to the bank. I can't say I'm going to take it to the bank. You take this to the bank. Let me see this video. You ask for CDC to come down to power. You must take it to the bank. They will do anything. Anything you're thinking, they will do it to remain in power. Let me say the mayor where Joel King. And it says here the waiter in the corridor was rough on them. Now they get a name of power. You think they will get relief? If the blood bar will happen in the Republic of Liberia, they don't care. They got nothing. The founder members then they left the love power, they love greed. Ellie love power too. You know what Ellie relinquished power because according to our constitution, the Ellie will not owe, the Ellie will not owe, the only were vibrant, Ellie could tell them to change the constitution from 10 to 15. But because she was old, she couldn't do nothing else. Let me tell you something. How can 86 years old Boaka be 86? Leo, look, this makes sense. Boaka be 86 years old by 2029. and Taiwan Gong will be 74. Azana Komi will be 74 by 2029. So you are in your 60s. Then you say 86 years old men will take the mantle of authority. So then you take the mantle of authority. Whoa, let me tell you, if they force Baka to run, they will clap for me tomorrow. Jeremiah will never be vice president. Because Jeremiah can never be, because he can change Jeremiah. He can change Jeremiah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, my brother Leo.
Let me speak to that video. Let me speak to that video that lady was shot in the abdomen. Prince.
You mute. Leo, you mute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, right? Okay. So I was saying I want the Liberian police to tell me as to what risk were they or that lady was posing to them to discharge a firearm, please.
The guy ain't joking, man.
Liberian police, you sit there and discharge a firearm. Yeah, please. I think my stuff keep getting muted from your end. You can hear me now, right? Yeah, hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, now
we
I'm not hearing you. Let me continue.
You can hear us?
Okay, good. There you go.
Yeah, we're getting you. I just want to mute our background so that the noise can be too much.
I saw what was going on there. What risk is this lady posing to a trained police officer? I don't know the level of training that these guys are having, but I can tell you what's happening there. Bwaka is training our police to carry live ammunition at every time, because why? Look, I told you this guy has already personalized our police and security forces. We saw what happened with our military AFL. They are now bowing down to Bwaka. Why would our police just discharge a live firearm that will hit a woman? At what risk? Then we ask the question, why must these guys even be having a firearm that is already that's not on safety? You can have your firearm. Please will know why I'm talking here. But you have to have it on a safety to be able to discharge it at any time. Those are guys that are ready for any kind of chaos. The police that is there to protect life and property are the ones now causing harm to our people. You see? And you are not even providing the health care. When that woman go to the hospital, you know how long she's going to sit down? You know how long she's going to sit down for treatment. But the police can carry out the president's mandate, the president's biddings, and say, shoot any Liberians. Shoot any Liberian that come your way. I mean, what will warrant the police to just shoot people? But you saw what happened in Kinjor. We saw what happened around the country, my brother Prince. Even I seen Lofa. The people went without any kind of punishment. So today, police shooting Liberians is common. But let me tell you, like, gun sound is a music sound to some of our Liberian people. You cannot intimidate our people with gun sound anymore. You will not. Why I submit Prince? That lady, right now, she goes to the hospital. She will not be treated. She will not be treated. But I want our police to answer that question. At what risk that woman was providing? What risk was she at for these guys to start discharging firearm? Look at the kind of demolition. Our judges' hands are in this thing, Prince. So our people who will go cry for the property now, they are getting shot in the stomach. The only crime for you to commit in Liberia under this presidency, under this government, is for you to say, oh, people are breaking my property, the next thing are bullet in your stomach. Prince, what kind of Liberia our people preparing for us? What kind of Liberia, Jake? You cannot go and cry for your property. Somebody breaking out your home, or your home that your parents gave you in 1972, 1960, 1970, 1980. a woman who came from Ghana to say, oh, this is what my mom and my pa gave me to start developing that land now. The people say, oh, we can't take it from you. As a matter of fact, they don't even need to announce to you that they're coming to take it. But I dare you to go cry, because when you cry, it'll be a bullet in your stomach. We've seen the pictures. We've seen the Prince. We've seen the pictures, Prince. Prince, you are muted.
I'm sorry. Yeah, this is really, really sad. That every day when we wake up, it's another terrible news. Every day when we wake up, our people are becoming homeless. I saw the video from the Bone County Medical Center, CH Rennie, I think, hospital, where the staffs are saying that they cannot work under such a condition. I think we played that here day before yesterday or so. Somehow we play it here. It is unfortunate that when you look in the budget, just for the 2026 budget, just the 2026 budget, when you look at what they have there for intelligence, according to them, according to this government, just for intelligence, it's scary. When you look at the intelligence budget that they have here, it's $18 million that is allocated for just intelligence. In Liberia, intelligence, $18 million. And our brother Darius did a very good work throughout to catalog it. And I just want to pinpoint some issues. When you look at the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, they have $220,000. $220. You know, some of these things, when you look at the records, sometimes I know, those who are professional journalists, I mean, they can really do well. They can really do well. 200 plus that we're talking about that could be used to revamp the health sector, for the education sector. 200 plus $1,000. When you look at the media intelligence, just how you call the Ministry of Information, get media intelligence also, 400,000 for media, Ministry of Information. When you look at the LACC for their own intelligence, they get about $800,000 for just intelligence. The Ministry of Finance, another intelligence. These guys, I said it at once. The Unity Party know how to use words in order to steal from the Liberian people in broad daylight, and the people will not complain. That's the Unity Party. They will put the stealing in some kind of word. You will see it there. Broad day, you will see the sunny there, but it's stealing from you. And this is what happening. This is just what happening. The link is down there, fellow library. $18 million just for intelligence. Or look at JFK. It's in ruin. Look at the Rennie Hospital. The place that they can even wash the laundry. They're not even correct. My brother, I want us to take some calls today. I don't know, maybe we'll take one or two calls. But let me
Prince,
just go to you, Leo. Yeah, go
Prince,
ahead, sir.
Now, I was just going to say, just to add up to what you're saying. Right now, I just posted a video in our chat room where Phoebe is on lockdown The workers have locked. If they go in the chat room, I just posted that video. The workers locked the hospital down for poor sanitation, for bad malpractice, for every kind of thing that's going on. VB is on strike right now as I'm talking to you. The workers there now, they are on strike. I just posted the video in our room, in our chat room. What kind of nastiness is this, my people? Honor this president, Liberia remain to be a den of hell. And Daniel went in the lion's den. Like JFK now have created a lion's den. One, that bad sanitation practice that's going to start killing our people by the way of airborne diseases. Two, our people will be going to hospital just by minor sickness, Jake. They will leave from those hospital with major chronic diseases. VB hospital now, the workers have taken it to their hands. They start locking down the hospital. I just posted a video in our chat room.
So why are you like it?
Wow.
I just posted it.
It's right here. There is it.
See what's going on in our country.
There is it right here. And these were the people who were talking to give us 20%, we gave you 0%. The last place.
So why are you like it officers?
The patient outside, you go outside and like the place. Those are workers at security officers. Those are workers.
Yeah, these are all workers. Look, the country is in a complete mess, my brother, in a complete mess. The health sector has been forgotten completely. You know, you would think that this man who has some underlying health condition will actually be somebody who will pay more attention to the issue of health. You would think that this man would build the health sector that at least can be able to take care of maybe his condition and many other conditions in Liberia. But unfortunately, this man has turned his back on the health sector. Again, fellow Liberian, those of you that want to place in your calls, we have roughly about 9 minutes to go. Yeah, you can call while our people are analyzing. You can give us a call, 443-991-3356 is that number to call, and let's hear from you. Yeah, my brother Leo, just conclude while we go to Jake.
Chris. Yeah, I was saying now there's nowhere safe. There's nowhere safe in Liberia. I mean, I want our people who are within the Phoebe area there. Go ahead. The call that came in, right?
Yeah, there's a call coming in. Let's take this call. Hello, caller. Your name and where you've joined us from. Welcome.
The name remains the same. This is Elston John. I'm always my greatest pleasure being on your platform, friends.
All right, sir. Yes, you want to speak to any of the issues that we talk about?
Certainly. I follow for at least 30 minutes plus, and I like the fact that us Liberians, wherever we find ourselves, whether in the country or in the diaspora, we are very passionate about country. The only thing that separates us is we all have our political lineage and we have our sides. So when I listen to my fellow men nowadays, the more we may talk in our politics, I try to just open my mind more. And I was not already doing that, but now I open my mind even more and just listen to people and be objective. Anything someone tells me now about Liberian politics, I just try to not narrow myself to whether for black or against we are. I just want to be open-minded. So I listened to you, Leo, when you said Jeremiah King is plotting heavily to overthrow black. I mean, anyone can say anything. When George Weah was in state power, when he was at the helm of power, we heard that people were plotting to remove Joe Howard Taylor as a vice president and bring somebody who is closer to we are one of his guys on board for them to unseat her as vice president. So anyone can say anything. So I don't believe that by any stretch of the imagination that King is plotting to remove black. But you, like I said, we maintain an open mind, so you are entitled to your view as I am. So, but to the issue, I want to commend this government for the yellow machines. It has been done before. George, we have brought in yellow machines, and the more, the better. The more we get these things, it doesn't hurt to be happy for your country to succeed. So those machines come where they are old, as long as they are driving and the country can use them and better the country, it's a plus. We got to commend our country for everything. Like, I was not one of those who supported we, but during his tenure, I always said it. We are CDC, the world with road connectivity. You got to give someone where his flower is due. So I think I appreciate you all in studio and the fact that you are making a point. We are pushing the case for our country to get better and better. That's all that matters. You know, I'm following you guys. I appreciate you always, friends.
Thank you so much. Again, fellow Liberians, the number to call is 443-991-3356. Yes, my brother Leo, just move on so we can go to Jake.
Yeah, so what I was saying again to that brother, you know, to each his own. What our country is faced with right now, there is nowhere safe. One, the government, this present government is making the people sick. Prince, when you are taking part of dirt and putting it at a certain locality, okay, with now the rains are about to start coming. I spoke about airborne diseases. Where can these people run to after they've gotten some kind of sickness? When the very hospital that is supposed to be open, you know, there are two places people will always want to go. You want to run to the police station for safety. You want to run to the police station for health. All right? None of these two can provide you any kind of safety in Liberia. And I text to my brother who just called. There's a video of police officers shooting a woman that was harmless. There is a worker right there that's lacking the hospital because of bad practices. I want somebody to come out, call for the Phoebe hospital, or come back on this line and debunk what we are saying. Trust me, if I want to play a dirty politics, you know the party, you ain't got no credit to go head to head with me. You don't have it. But I'm being very reasonable and rational here. You cannot politicize anything. That's a woman who just took a loud bullet to her stomach. That woman could die. That why I can play politics on this credible platform. I wouldn't do that. I'm a credible man myself. But you know what? To each his own. I respect the brother who called. Again, everything will play out in real time. The Nimba people that I know that are calling me on a daily basis, sending me message. I'm not going to come and display them on this because those are credible information, reliable information that are coming from sources I will not display out here. So again, the brother is right. He can say what he wants to say, but I respect his opinion. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, my brother Jake, let's hear from you.
Yeah, almost on the 2-hour mark now.
Sure.
Prince, let me say something. Thank God the followers call. They got our watching. You know what I like about them? Let me tell you the truth. They don't identify to say, okay, yeah, I'm saying so. They will let us shoot up code that are problem. We would tell you who we support, who we like, but they don't have that balls to come and say, oh, I support. Yeah, my party did, my party did. So I know you won't also discuss yellow machine because I said yellow machine not on UT. We're not discussing one yellow machine.
Yeah.
Well, yellow machine not sorry for us here. We're not discussing. You want to discuss yellow? We're not discussing our platform here. We're talking about the bread and butter issue you're not talking about. We're talking about heavy inflation in the country. You have $1.2 billion budget that nobody's seen in the country yet. You're breaking everybody's property down. You never started, the president never started a tangible project before. It never started yet. What kind of thing we can address here? When we come about yellow machine here, where you bring the yellow machine, when the yellow machine and they put bread on the people table, the city here needs to say that park will eat, that this will eat. So if you're waiting for us to discuss yellow machine on our platform here, you miss the ball. You must go and reload it. You must go on your platform, reload it. Let me tell you something, Prince. When I tell you the Unity Party, even that surrogate, those are supporting and working out people water. You can see video circulating now, all of them crying wolf. They cry. All of them crying. They brought the government to power. They cry. They can't believe it. That 2 going to 3 years, as my brother said, rainy season is coming, April. How can you develop in a rainy season? Rainy season. The only thing I want to see the Unity Party doing now, I'll say yes. They read it now. The president broke ground on the Justice Complex. on different security complex or what kind of complex. If they start that complex, we see the complex coming. Oh yes, once he township of the president, once it legacy, once he here back in the country. We saw George, we had no car. You saw all the administrative building there, Freeport, LPRC, the no car, LFA, all these things. We see the NAFTA, all these things in NAFTA, all these things you seen it. So we won't compare. This man's a developmental politician. He changed the narrative in that country. When you mean here, when you man propaganda, when you spread the corridor, why here cannot come and your hero? Why cannot come and start talking about your tangible in the country? Because we're other than shame in the corner. Nothing working for the Unity Party. I told them they naked already. They've been blackballed. Blackballed. No money coming. The money then you come in, you buy 200 yellow machine for what? 200 yellow machine while your hospital land or in the ruin. You can buy the DNA machine, the Dalasi machine. Come in the West. They can use thing there. If you don't have the total money, your University of Liberia right down there. You can't even pin the building. Then you want to talk about, we're not discussing yellow machine. I'm not discussing your yellow machine day on reloaded or class reloaded. Well, our platform here, we're not giving you relevant here. So it's your business and your business. Yeah.
Jake, 1 second.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prince. Yeah, let's see something good, man. Let's see something good.
Yeah, so the former first lady. She is very, very passionate when it comes to working with young people. She is very passionate when it comes to giving children life. I mean, people who are affected by the unfortunate situation and circumstances of this world. So she's very passionate. And I want us to just use the next 30 seconds each to just quickly run up. I want to play this video of the First Lady interacting with these kids, for which today, Madam Katumu Boeka wants to take this building and take this joy from these children. Look at this. Let's
say amen. Amen. If you're happy and you know it, say amen. Amen. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, say amen. Amen. And if you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. Okay, my babies. So I'll see you after, okay? Yes. What's wrong with Meme? You know it.
My brother Leo, I want you to end with this video. This is too passionate. Looking at the First Lady of the Republic of Liberia.
Prince.
Wow. Let me hear from you, my brother Leo,
Prince,
as we close.
Prince, you just took it off my. You just, while I'll do my closing, you just took it out my mouth. That video is very passionate, right? Prince, when we talk about future leaders, when we speak of future leaders, the hope of tomorrow, the brightness of our tomorrow's Liberia, that's where I spoke about a visionarian. It takes a Claire Marie Weah to have seen the tomorrow in the future of Liberia, for which she started this foundation. She said, you know what? The older people have failed the young people. The older people in President Boeka, who served for 40 years, going to his 90th year with no record to show. This is his granddaughter who came from another country to come into your country to develop. Prince, you know what they say? When you develop a woman, you develop a nation. That's what Claire Marie Weah has done. I'm very thankful to you, Prince, for ending the video like this. This video must go all over the country. There's hope for our future. The Unity Party, after the 6 years, they will be packed like the pack car that Joseph Boakai spoke about. It will take a lady like this, a woman like this, to come back again. This is a video of hope, my brother Jake. To our young girls, all is not lost. All is not gone. There's a Claire Maruia who is sitting somewhere in the corner who is thinking about you. Let the United Party do what they can do, but tomorrow's future is still bright because Her Excellency is coming back to continue the work she started in our youth. I just want to say thanks to our listening audience, to our view audience. While we all have our own different opinions, but that's democracy, I want to say thanks to Prince, my brother Jake. I look forward to many, many more shows that we can come and educate our people and provide the information. Thanks.
Thank you. My brother Jake, let's hear from you.
Prince, let me tell you, you know how the former president called his wife? Probably when you listen to the thing, say, oh, Jay, they call the rainbow. Club Maria, Joe had to call the rainbow. She's the brain beyond the man's success. Everything, you like it or not. Like people they criticize in the corridor. The woman is a former banker. She met George Weah when she never knew the man they called George Weah. Never knew. Say, oh, I a football star in New York at that time. They call the rainbow. They get a lot of video concerning the woman. A lot of things she did in that country. The girl in the Clark Foundation, they got different things she did in that country. One day, we start to catalog all her video there. All the tangible she did in that country on her husband presidency. The people are developers.
Yeah, I'm putting a documentary together.
They love to empower people. The male or husband, no matter what you say about them, no matter the hatred in belly, like people in our DNA, it's a support icon. It's a global icon. It's a darling boy of the West. And I'm telling you, over and over. He replaced Ellen Johnson Sally. Joe was a darling boy of the West. Let me tell you, he marked all over the country. The rainbow he marked all over the country. She empowering youth in the country. No matter you want to wish on or you don't want to wish on that your business. They came to help the country. She want nothing for your country. She's not going to take Clark Foundation and put her back on plane and carry to Jamaica. No. She is there for the Liberian people. If she have more to do, they want to do more for the Liberian people. They are there gullible. People lie today in the corridor. 5 to 6 good years. They perform and they play on the Liberian people intelligence. They make the decision. We see it now. Nothing tangible. I always thought. I said the United Party visionless. They can never come to power. They see the vision. God of blind then. Ellen Johnson said they were blind. The woman the woman that sat at the seat of the presidency or the president. She said the Liberian people, you destroyed the executive mansion that were building. She went right near the executive mansion at the foreign affair for all that years. She never had a guts to face the seat. The woman wasn't would destroy the executive mansion. But one of the greatest things that happened, that I enjoyed, when the former president renovated the executive mansion, our 200 anniversary, they invited her there to the executive mansion. She came, in the Iron Lady King to grace that occasion. So we are brought, she said, come, and I finished facing the executive mansion. On that watch, they allocated millions of dollars on that occasion to renovate that seat of the president. Yet today, Baka enjoying the lovely life of that president of that executive mansion. The people don't develop. Ellen Johnson Sally can name a finger on project on 5 fingers. The main project at the mysterious complex. Then the second, the RRA where she faced, working for the greatest VIP terminal there, George Weah. They're developer. So they make a piece of job to do. People can hate in the talk. I tell you, I will tell you all the truth. The man on FIFA list, global FIFA list, a budget over $100 million. Echoing the year on racism and discrimination. He's a chairman. There's some playing for Paris, if not playing for Marseille, playing Paris, playing Celtics, playing Lille. He got an endorsement deal That labor, go do your Google search. Gullible society, Liberian people, you're be demeaning your own. That boy worth over $7 million. They worth. He have a own soccer team in New York now. He bought a soccer team. Don't you know nothing about the family? What are you in your feeling? You're in your feeling until you forget about yourself. Yeah. Before I close, tomorrow, anytime we come on Wednesday, you see that people what they broke my house in New Georgia. The whole New Georgia voted against George Weah.
Anyway, let's leave it as it is. When we come back, we'll discuss more about it. But again, I want to say thanks to my brother Leo for the time. I want to say thanks to our brother Chokon, who was on earlier because of locations and other stuff. He had to leave in his job. I want to say thanks to my brother Jake for always coming through on this, and all of you family members that continue to follow us, continue to share, continue to likes, even those of you that have dissenting opinion about how we did things. We want to say thank you. So until we meet again, hopefully either tomorrow, have yourself a God bless day and bye from our end.
Yeah, bye-bye.
So while we are trying to leave, let me just show something here very quickly. We went to New York. It was a very wonderful program. The CDC USA had a very great program in New York. It was a very wonderful program. Well, we take the time off to show you, some pictorial of that program. We take the time off when we return on our next segment. But these are just some pictorials of the program. It was a very nice program in New York. The New York chapter had their own convention. We are gearing up for our national convention, which will be in Philadelphia in June. So, it's wonderful. You have, just pictorial of some of the, the leaders at the program, the newly inducted, officers of the CDC USA New York chapter. It was very wonderful. I mean, a very wonderful program. Yeah. So, but we found time to talk about it. We found time to talk about it. A very wonderful program. Very wonderful program. Program was very wonderful. So on this note, fellow Liberians, we want to say thanks to each and every one of you, and we want to bring the show to an end. Until we meet again, have yourself a God bless day, and bye.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.